Welcome to TheraTea, where we spill the tea on therapy, mental health, feelings, and everything in between. I'm your host, Sonya D. Today we'll be kicking off our very first episode by blending therapy with some real talk, some tea. And trust me, the tea I'm spilling and sipping today is more than just what's in this cup. Today's episode is all about spilling the tea on therapy. We're breaking down what therapy really is, why it's not just for those with big problems, and how taking small steps toward better mental health can feel real and achievable. It's time to open up, y'all, because you don't have to carry the burden of the weight of the world alone. The tea on therapy. Let's keep it real. When you hear the word therapy, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For a lot of people, that's for people with serious problems. But here's the thing. Therapy isn't just for crisis mode. It's for everyone. It's for the overthinkers who replay every conversation before bed. It's for the ones feeling stuck in a toxic job. It's for the folks who are tired of carrying emotional baggage that ain't even theirs to begin with. Therapy isn't about being fixed because you're not broken. It's about understanding yourself better and learning how to navigate life's messiness. And be honest, life gets messy. Therapy isn't about fixing you. It's about equipping you with the tools you need to help yourself. When you understand your feelings and reactions, it can totally change how you handle relationships, work, school, and even your inner critic. Sometimes we are our worst inner critic. Therapy is not about being perfect. It's about being human. I know some of y'all thinking, I don't need therapy. I just talk to my friends. And that's cool. Having a strong support system is key. But let's be real. How many of us actually say what's really on our minds? Have you ever held back from venting to a friend because you're worried about being judged? Or maybe you think, they got their own problems. I don't want to be a burden. That's where therapy hits different. It's a judgment-free zone where you can spill your tea without feeling guilty. Whether it's anxiety, relationships, burnout, or just trying to figure out who you are. Therapy helps you unpack that with someone who's trained to listen. No judgment, no interruptions. Now, let's debunk some myths about therapy. There are a lot of misconceptions out there. For example, therapy doesn't mean you have to cry in every session or dig endlessly into your childhood trauma. Some sessions are light, others get deep. It's all about progress, not perfection. Let's break down some more myths. Therapy is only for people with serious problems. Nope. Therapy is for everyone. It's not just for those in crisis or dealing with severe mental health issues. It's for anyone who wants to improve their well-being, whether it's everyday stress, relationship challenges, or personal growth. Therapy can be that help. Therapists just tell you what to do. Not true. Therapy is about guiding you to find your own answers. It's about your personal journey and self-discovery. Your therapist's role is to guide you by asking the right questions so you can figure out things on your own terms. Therapists will judge. Therapy is a judgment-free zone. Therapists are trained to provide a safe, non-judgmental space. They're there to listen, help you process your feelings, and guide you without criticism. If you don't feel that way, talk to your therapist and see if that therapist is the right fit for you. Another myth, therapy takes forever. The length of therapy depends on your individual needs and goals. Some find benefit in just a few sessions, others may need long-term support. The key is that you notice the progress along the way. Another one is therapists are always analyzing you. While therapists are skilled at understanding behavior and emotions, their primary goal is to help you explore your feelings, not to constantly analyze every word that you say. There are times when therapists may point out patterns in your life or your thoughts that are worth exploring. A good therapist will hear what you're saying without you actually saying it. Together, the two of you can discuss and decide how to address the loud but silent conversations that you're speaking of. Therapy is just talking. It doesn't actually help. Reality, therapy is more than just a conversation. It's an active process that helps you develop coping strategies, challenge unhelpful thought patterns, and gain clarity. When you put in the work, the benefits are real. Myth. Therapy is too expensive. While therapy can be pricey, many therapists offer sliding scale fees, and there are affordable community resources and online options available. Plus, some employers provide mental health support or insurance coverage for therapy. Myth. Therapy is just like the movies, just a therapist sitting and nodding. How does that make you feel? Although I've said that before, therapy is a dynamic process and tailored to your needs. It's not a scripted session, but an interactive process that involves exploring deeper emotions, solving problems, and embarking on a journey of self-discovery. A big myth. Therapy is for the other people. Faith and therapy are not mutually exclusive. While faith can be an important source of strength, therapy offers valuable mental health support, tools for coping, and a safe space to explore and address emotional struggles. They can and often do work together, not compete against each other. Although the Bible does not specifically mention therapy in the modern sense, it provides principles and guidance on the importance of seeking wisdom for emotional healing and mental peace, all of which can be facilitated through a therapist. In some communities, therapy still carries the stigma. What happens in this house stays in this house. How's that working for you? When we hold on to this belief, the house we work so hard to build crumbles and destroys everyone we hold dear. Keeping secrets weighs heavily on our well-being and keeps us from living a full, honest, and happy life. Seeking therapy isn't a weakness, it's a flex. We have to break the stigma. Therapy is choosing to take care of yourself. It's investing in your peace. If your car starts making weird noises, you take it to the mechanic. If your body feels off, you go to the doctor. So why wouldn't you do the same for your mind? Mental health is health, period. If today's episode got you thinking about therapy in a new way, sip on that feeling. Let it brew like a good cup of tea. Remember, we're all just out here trying to do our best. Here are a few questions I want you to sip on and let brew until we meet again. How do you feel most of the time? Are you happy? Are you content? Or are you just over it and have adopted the "it is what it is" attitude? Are your current thoughts, feelings, behaviors, or coping mechanisms helping you achieve your goals or hurting you? Could you be your own worst enemy? And finally, are you open to self-growth and change? Spilling the tea is healing, but sipping it and letting it brew, that's self-care. Before I let you go, don't forget to follow TheraTea with Sonya D. And then spill the tea by sharing this episode with a friend who needs to hear it. You can also hit me up on TikTok or Facebook. Let's keep this conversation going. And remember, I'll be back next time with more real talk, more resources, and of course, more TheraTea. Until then, brew, sip, and spill the tea, because that's TheraTea.